Hi, Cancer. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kim. So today, Cancer, for meditative session, I got the youth card number 3. Honestly, I feel like I don't really think this is you, to be honest. I just think this is someone in your environment, like someone that you could be meeting, maybe someone that's like approaching you. But I definitely don't. I don't know. I don't get a you vibe with this. I get someone else. It could be like someone romantically. It could just be a friend, but I don't know. I'm seeing I'm seeing it as a lover because the dog symbolizes loyalty, right? So it's like, someone loyal coming, and yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting, Cancer. So let's pull some more cards and see what this is about. So Cancer, I feel like for you guys, this is like the meditative session where someone is like kind of wanting to be loyal to you, right? And I honestly feel like there could have been a third party in the situation because I have the Queen of Wands here and I have someone kind of leaving, right? The Queen of Wands, and it's again this masculine energy, the Emperor. We have the King of Earth here. I don't think any of these energies are you. This could be you, Cancer. This could be like, I mean, like for my reading today, I'm seeing it as someone else, right? I'm seeing like, I don't see you here. I see you here, like here with the 8 of Pentacles, but I don't see, yeah, like you're here in the Lovers, you're here in the World card, but that's it, right? Like this is like someone else's kind of like story, and I feel like it has to do with someone else, right? Like maybe like they have been with someone else for a really long time and they're finally deciding to kind of leave that situation behind. Maybe they see you as the Queen of Wands and they're like going to approach you with a new beginning. That could be like another way I'm seeing it, but I don't really necessarily get you as the Queen of Wands. I think that could be you as like, that's the way they see you, right? Like they see you as someone who's very passionate. They see you as someone who's very like, kind of like adventurous, right? And like ready to kind of start anything. Like I see them like maybe thinking of you in that way, but if not, it could be like someone else who they're like deciding to leave. I'm really getting that it could, like this isn't you either, to be honest. I feel like there's like they're leaving a situation, to be honest, and I feel like they want a new opportunity with you, right? With the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, it's kind of like they want to start something new with you, and I feel like you kind of don't trust them because, again, this is someone from the past. There could be like issues with like trust, but they have gained a lot of wisdom, and this is the end, right? With the 10, there's like an ending of the cycle. So I feel like there has been a lot of like attainment of wisdom for this person. Like they are like definitely like sitting in a different energy where like they kind of know more what they want, right? And I think that they've contemplated a lot of time as to like why they didn't want to like set out with you. They didn't want to start with you. Like what happened between the two of you, if this is a past relationship. I'm really getting like heavy reconciliation vibes, so sorry if that's not what you were looking for this week, but that's what I'm getting. It's like someone who's like been looking at like themselves, right? Like taking a look in the mirror and seeing like, why it was that they didn't want to invest in the first place. Like what was it that did that? And they feel like they're recognizing that at a time when they should have put like work into a relationship, they're realizing like they didn't, right? They like decided not to, but I think they're being like guided, right? Because the Scribe is here. So it's like, it could be guidance from their higher self, guidance from like, the universe, guidance from within, right? Like intuitively, like they kind of messed up and that they should have put work into this. And I think like with the realization of like this reconciliation, the realization that they needed to like have done something different, that's kind of the completion of a cycle, right? And then the beginning of a new one. And I think it starts with like the Lovers, right? Where it's like they have to make a decision on like, you know, who it is that they want to be with. And maybe it's a decision between lovers, it could be even that as well, but it's definitely like someone who's getting like a lot of clarity on like what kind of went down and like what they need to do now. And I feel like again, they're like leaving a situation, right? I don't think that they've been in a very balanced like situation. I feel like that's what they have to look at. Or maybe it's that they've been imbalanced within themselves, and that's what's causing like this, you know, like, why did I do this? Like, why would I have done something like this? Like, it doesn't really make sense to them, possibly. And it could be like the imbalance just within them, but it could also be the imbalance within this relationship, right? With the Five of Wands, like conflict, right? Like the imbalance between like, you know, when you set out with someone new, like you think things are going to be great, and then you find out like shit wasn't better, it could be even worse, right? So it's like, you know, when you start talking to someone the first freaking day, it's like amazing and there's so much attention and everybody's like so nice, and then, you know, like a week into it, I mean, it depends on the person, right? Like sometimes it takes people a lot longer to show their true colors, but sometimes you can see it literally like in a week or a day, or even like the energy go from 100 to 0 really quick. And I feel like that's what this is. It's not 0 to 100, it's 100 to 0, right? Like where we like literally plummet down. It's like, what the fuck did I just do? Like, why did I make this decision? Like, this was a mistake. And it's kind of like living by the choices you make. Like, I think that's something that this person, like, you know, I don't think they're like a dishonorable person. I think they like kind of wanted to live with whatever they decided to do. And it's like, if they made a mistake, it's like their fault and they have to kind of live with that. But I think they're being guided to like the fact that it doesn't have to really be like that, and they can kind of let something go, right? With the Strength in reverse, it's like you can just kind of let it go. You don't have to like hold on to it so tightly, because like, yeah, even if you made this decision in the past, like I feel like there's something about honor here, and then like thinking, well, I made that decision, that's something I have to live by. And it's like, it doesn't really have to be like that, right? With the Two of Wands, I think that's them kind of like understanding that, right? And at the same time, maybe being like encouraged to go forward, even if it means like, you know, going back, right? I think like going back for a lot of people seems like really difficult, because it's like, why would I go back to something? You know what I mean? Like if it didn't work out, there's something here about like pride, right? Like, you know, don't look back, don't go back, just keep going. And I feel like this person understands that now. It's like, you know what, there's no point in putting more effort into something that I don't like resonate with, or, you know, it ended up being a mistake, and like I've lived too long like in this mistake. Like, just drop it, you know, like, so I'm getting, just drop it. And realizing like when it was time to put in work, I didn't. And like, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of realizations coming to this person. That's what I feel like this wisdom is, right? Like the wisdom, like they have the scribe, they're getting like a lot of information about like what it was and what it needs to be, and like what they need to do now. And it comes from like self-reflection. So I feel like this person has been doing the work, right? With this Four of Cups, it's like, yeah, taking a look at like when I messed up and like what I fucking did to myself, right? Because it's like we do these things to ourselves, right? And I kind of feel like this was the only Cancer card where it's like you're the one that's kind of holding the pearl, right? Like you're the only one that I feel like in this cycle, you like, yeah, they're the King of Earth upright, so you guys are kind of matching in a sense. And yes, this is a new opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles, so I see like a lot of like stability, right? Pentacles, like I don't think this is going to be like a flimsy offer. That's not what I see, but I definitely see like, why I say like you're the only one holding the pearls, because like, yeah, that's what the picture is, but also it's kind of like the idea that through like instability, you were able to gain like stability, right? Because I don't feel like this journey has been great for you, right? With the Journey card in reverse and the Nine of Wands, this has been a fucking nightmare for you. Like, to be honest, that's what it feels like. It's like, yeah, you were able to do this and like pull from the inner strength that you have within, but like, was this an easy cycle for you? Absolutely not. Like, was this actually hell for you? Yes. Maybe that's something you have to communicate to this person, but I think there's something here signifying, and maybe this could be them as well, like that this was a nightmare for them, but I really see this as you, right? Like maybe that's something you have to communicate to them. It's like, well, this has been like a fucking nightmare for me. Like, to be honest, like this I've been like living as well, and like the misunderstanding of what this was, and like, you know, not understanding like what happened, and a lot of confusion, a lot of like, again, I just keep hearing it, like this card, like to me means like a nightmare. And I feel like that's what this cycle has kind of been for you. And even though it has been a nightmare, you've been able to like remain strong, right? And remain grounded, and remain like, you know, maybe this has like helped you become more spiritual, right? Like this whole experience, like even though it was a nightmare, it's like alchemy, right? You were able to transform like this fire into earth, right? Which is like impossible, right? Like, you know, we go fire like burns earth, but I feel like it wasn't it wasn't able to taint you, right? If anything, it made you better, right? And I really think that maybe that's why this kind of was needed, because both of you are kind of sitting in this like really stable energy now. So it's like, yeah, maybe the cycle was needed. Maybe like timing is actually perfect, and maybe like again like things are going to be kind of fixed. And I don't know, I don't really want to pull more about this Queen of Wands. I don't feel like that's you, to be honest. I feel like that's somebody else. Again, like the imbalance with the masculine and feminine, it's in fire, and it's kind of reminding me of the Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands, I don't think it's you, to be honest. So yeah, I feel like they've come to the realization, like there's a lot of major arcana here with the World and the Lovers, right? And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So the Wisdom card, the Scribe. So I feel like a lot of major things going on right now at this time, two like aces, right? And I feel like it's kind of the beginning of something new, and I feel like you're at the point where you're able to kind of grasp it and hold on to it, right? Like no matter what, like this wasn't able to like bring you down, so I don't feel like this person, if they came back, you wouldn't like accept them. Do you know what I'm saying? I think you kind of see what this opportunity is as well. You both are like stable again. And maybe you both have like had this wisdom. You both have like used the energy of like this shit show to like gain something better. This person gained wisdom, and you gained like, I want to say like independence, right? And freedom and stability. So yeah, Cancer, I really like this reading. Let's pull some advice for you guys. So yeah, Cancer, I really love what came out for you guys. You guys got Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around. I love this. I feel like that's exactly what's going on here, right? It's like all this green, right, between the two of you and this Ace of Pentacles. It's like, again, a new beginning in love, a new beginning for the both of you. If you guys want it to happen, it's like the energy is there, like, right? And I feel like it's really, really beautiful, because I feel like the reason that you guys are kind of matching, right, is because you guys, I think, are both being authentic, right? Because you got Perpetua, the saint of authenticity. I'm my authentic self in all circumstances. Again, it takes like a lot of it. It's like you were both able to take a difficult situation and learn from it and become your authentic selves, right? You like drop the shadow, you drop the ego, you learned what was like really important. Do you know what I'm saying? There's so many lessons here that you've learned, and that's why you're both sitting in like very similar energy. You both have like had power over the cycle and able, like, you know what I mean, like you used the energy to turn everything into like how now it's working for you and not against you, right? And I feel like that's why you guys are matching, and that's why you're both having this new opportunity, because you're both being authentic to your actual soul, right? Like you're both like in love with yourselves, in love with each other, understand like what kind of happened here, and like forgiving each other. Do you know what I'm saying? There's so much like beauty in this reading. It's not, and there's no like spitefulness, and there's no like, you know, I'm like being vengeful. It's just like love, right? Like that's literally what this is, just love. I love this energy, Cancer. I really hope this reading resonates with you guys. I love you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.